Dove Nation.
Let's go.
Let's
so
go.
Angry right now.
It's personal again. Welcome into DNVR Buffs Primetime. We're presented by Illegal Pete's, everyone's go-to spot for burritos, buddies, and beers.
Perfect day for Matt McChesney on the show.
I don't know why
It's
it always
almost like
happens.
it lines up.
It does.
Yeah, every single time he shows up.
Somebody's talking shit.
Again.
I can't believe it. I'm dumbfounded.
Yeah.
I'm starting to because Ryan just told me about this.
Yeah,
I'm
he
trying
just
to
found
process
out.
it.
I told Matt about 5 minutes ago, and I kind of wish I would have just waited until the show started so everyone could see the steam coming out
The
of
reaction.
your ears.
Yeah.
Okay, tell everybody what's going on.
Well,
I'm sure they all know, but I didn't know.
Let's set the stage.
And I know everything, so if I don't know, then somebody out there doesn't know.
so back in, I don't know, I guess February, March,
It's like spring ball, right? Winter conditioning spring
before
ball.
spring ball, Taylor Upshaw committed to the University of Colorado.
Michigan kid, right?
Former Michigan Wolverine.
Yep.
He leaves, though, is one of the, I think, 3 or 4 guys who came in who also left during that exodus in the spring. Goes to Arizona. He's playing pretty well.
Yeah.
He's got
Admittedly so.
7.5 sacks in 8 games. He's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leading
He's a
the
good player.
Wildcats in sacks. But he made it personal today
What'd
on
he do?
Instagram.
Well, we have the clip because
Please
you won't
play it.
believe it unless you see it.
Okay.
Oh boy, I'll tell you. Like when people just, as a player who is also a coach, when people do this kind of shit, I'm already motivated to kick the shit out of you. Like every Saturday is that's fun time. Every Sunday's fun time. Anytime I get to put on a helmet, that's fun time. And like my motivation level as a player is already to take my hands up and beat the shit out of you so I can get paid. And when people do this kind of shit, this is like some Marcus Houston jumping up on the end zone stuff. This is the kind of stuff that makes everything more exciting because now I don't feel bad if I hit you in the ear hole real hard. Like this kid is setting himself up to just be a target now. So I'm glad you have 7.5 sacks. We already knew about you before you started popping off, and now you're popping off. The first thing I'm doing after this is calling Savion and saying, "Hey, Savion, did you hear what this son of a bitch just said about your quarterback?" And wait until you see the video. Like,
Do we have it?
Somebody puts this out about me, and it's this video, and they tag me and say, "I'm coming to find your ass."
Let's go. Let's play the video.
Play it.
Okay.
Okay, you know that.
I don't know why you talk to me like that when you know I'll kill you for it. Oh man, I can't wait till the 28th. I'm gonna make you my girlfriend.
And tag Shedeur Sanders.
And says, what does it say? Get
your mind right, lil boy.
Little boy.
Yo, this
Dog.
crosses the line.
is crazy.
Like, it is. Look, it's personal, and it's been made personal. But this is little boy.
Yeah.
So his number's 43. 43.
Let's
deal
confirm
with
that.
him.
Jake, can you confirm
was
that?
that not on
He's
the
number
screenshot?
11.
All right.
Number
Number
11?
11.
Well, I don't know who
Number
43 is, but we're going after his ass too.
Guilty by association.
Everybody in an Arizona helmet this week's a suspect. I didn't even know about this before we came on. And then to see it again for the second time, holy God, dude. Okay. All right, player perspective. Your quarterback was just called a little boy by a kid who has 7.5 sacks, who's watched us struggle, and Shedeur's getting eaten alive. So, Shedeur Sanders can't really do anything about this. He plays quarterback. All he can do is walk up to his offensive lineman and just simply say, how in the fuck are we playing this week, guys? Because what I've seen this year has been embarrassing, and they're better than they are playing. I know they are because I've worked with them. And I don't really care what motivates you, but if this doesn't, if you're not like, I have goosebumps where I'm like shaking almost. If I'm their coach and I'm in that offensive line room, I might be ripping the fucking whiteboard off the wall right now and absolutely going crazy just to get them in the right mind fucking frame. We got 72 hours before it's noon Saturday on senior day in Folsom. And they're calling your quarterback a little boy on Instagram, and Mike Tyson saying he's going to make him his girlfriend, and you're tagging Shedeur Sanders. So fuck Arizona. Fuck this kid Upshaw. And if I'm an offensive lineman, tight end, fullback, running back, wide receiver, the quarterback, the defensive line, the fucking strength coach in Boulder, if this doesn't piss you off, pack your shit and get the fuck out.
Woo.
Let's go.
So glad we have Matt today.
Oh, man.
And I'm sure that's going to offend somebody. And you know what? At this point in my life and this point of my Buffalo support, if you don't like me, you're a fucking coward. You're not on my side. If you don't ride with me in the way that I feel about this place, when I say the pride and tradition of the Colorado Buffaloes will never be entrusted to the motherfucking timid or the weak, you're the timid and the fucking weak that I'm talking about. And I don't care if you're on the team, in the staff, in the stands. If you take offense to this, you either need to call me as a man, or when you see me, don't act like we're fucking friends. Because we ain't the same. We're all equal, but we're not the fucking same. And the support that I feel for this place and the way that I feel about it, and Ryan knows this, I could give a shit about everything else. Everything else in sports is entertainment and business. Mm-hmm. And I know that's the way you feel about it too. You like the Broncos, but when they lose, you don't like get depressed. It's like, damn, they lost. When the Buffs lose, it's you. Sundays suck.
I feel that.
Sundays suck.
I feel that in my soul.
And your fucking heart hurts. And honestly, I think that's what we need in that place. If this doesn't fucking physically affect you and make your palms sweat and make you want to go run through someone's face on Saturday, why the fuck are you in the room?
I have to say, man, first of all, as I think it was Girls Club said, they got the right one on the show today. That's for sure.
No doubt.
Or it's either going to be the best show or the last show, dog.
I think we've already peaked. It's all downhill from here.
Let's talk about parking service.
Yeah, we will.
Oh boy.
I have to say, like, I am so pro shit talk. I really am. I love shit talking.
Yes, it's awesome.
It makes it fun. That little boy. And I don't even know what's crazier, that or I'm gonna make you my girlfriend. Both of those are
make you my girlfriend is like
we don't have to. They know.
Yeah, like the female dog shit right there, homie. Like, come on.
That crosses the line. That's like more than shit talking. Someone said like they're friends.
Dude,
no way, dude.
No friends.
No way. No one says that to their friend.
Nah, dog. You don't do that to your buddy.
No.
Nah, like if they were friends, he'd be posting a picture of him like. Of them like embraced, like can't wait to play you this weekend. Or you would
text it to them.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm gonna make you my girlfriend this weekend. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Like you play hard against your friends. That's a thing. Like when you go against somebody you know, it is a thing. Like I played against a lot of guys that I knew personally in the NFL and in college, and it was always spicier. And you were always talking a little bit of shit, but there's respect there. Your boys.
Well, Shedeur has an actual friend on this team in Montana Lemonious Craig.
This is my point. Like, this is this kind of shit right here. Look, number 11, you better be the baddest motherfucker alive on Saturday, homie, because everybody is going to walk out. There may be a fight at the 50. And you know what? Colorado Buffalo players. Everybody in the meeting room, because I don't get to come talk to you and teach you how to sing the fight song correctly and do this right. If your ass is going out at the 50 with the skill players and confronting these motherfuckers on Saturday, stay in the locker room.
Hey, if one fights, we all fight, right?
If one fights, we all fight. The head man told me that.
Shoulder to shoulder.
So and I miss that energy. I feel like this team needs that energy back.
This is exactly what we need.
I know, and that's what I was going to say.
Thank you, Arizona. Idiot.
I love that Taylor Upshaw did this.
Idiot.
Because I feel like there's an energy, a juice that's been missing for a little while. I hope this brings it back.
Please,
Alyssa has the clip. So let's just cue it up, because what have they done?
But they messed around and made it
personal.
Just gonna have a nice game. Just a nice competitive football game. She makes us all go, by the way.
Yes, she does.
Makes us all look good.
She deserves some FaceTime now and then.
Of course.
Really hard to make us look good.
They done messed around and made it.
This is personal, of course.
But this is different. Like this isn't like just saying you shouldn't wear sunglasses inside and sound like an idiot.
No.
Like this is a
crazy talk.
No, bro, this is fightable.
Yeah.
Like, these are fighting words. This is the kind of shit that drives me nuts on social media. like people that talk behind their lips and act like they don't have teeth that can get dislodged. Like when you speak like this opens you up to me doing dirty shit to you and not feeling bad. So protect your kneecaps, 11. Protect your ankles, 11. Protect your shoulders, 11. Protect your ear hole, 11. If you're not going at, look, I tell guys this all the time, and I live by this. You get one personal foul, and you better fucking make it count. If you're going to hit the quarterback late, he needs to feel that shit. If you're going to hit somebody late and drive him out of bounds and throw him over a railing, make it count.
All right.
Period. So, like, I'm not advocating violence, but this guy's calling our starting quarterback a little boy and saying he's going to make him his girlfriend. And I don't think Shedeur's going to do that, like, voluntarily. So if they're going to bring violence to it, if he's going to say, I'm going to make you my girlfriend, which is essentially calling you, you know what, and then say at the end of it, get your mind right, little boy. Those are fighting words, which insinuates you are going to bring violence to Folsom Saturday, and that's just my fucking bag. Let's go, baby. Make it as violent as humanly possible, and let's go. This is straight fighting words, period.
Look, I hope it doesn't escalate to that. What I hope happens is that they go out there and beat him between the lines, between the whistles.
Yeah, me too.
And make his life miserable in that way, and chip him and put him on his ass and pancake him and run him over.
Unbelievable.
But the real part about this is that they gave us the energy back, because not everyone can turn up quite like Matt McChesney, but everyone should feel that, should feel something stirring within them when someone talks like this about your quarterback, your leader, the best player on your team,
your son and brother.
So I'm like, forget the player himself. I'm just excited that that he gave us something, because it feels like it's been missing the little extra has been missing, and now it's going to be back in this game. And this game needed a little juice, and now we got it.
I'm not surprised that this has happened, because back on May, Taylor Upshaw, remember, tweeted out the date of this game, 11/11/23, with the eyeball emojis, popcorn emojis.
So my question to Taylor would be very simple. What happened, bro?
Well,
we don't know.
What happened in Colorado where you left Michigan?
And why is he mad at Shedeur? What does Shedeur do?
Like what's with the venom at 2? Did he tell you were a punk and you couldn't play? Obviously, you're pretty good. This makes you look so weak, dog. If in the NFL, if you were to do this kind of shit, we would walk onto the field and laugh you off the fucking field. This makes you look like such a bitch. And I don't care if you don't like it, 11. I don't know you personally. I ain't trying to work with you. There ain't no 6-0 in Tucson. And judging by what I'm watching, I wouldn't send a guy to Arizona to save my life at this point.
$250 million in debt all of a sudden.
Yeah, shit. You might not have a football team next week. So, like, you're a good football player, and this is the route that you take, and you have to now have everybody else step up to your bullshit. You're not Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson gets to fight one other dude. He's a dude fighting a dude. These are football teams, homeboy, and you just motivated an entire roster and fan base that you're walking into on senior day, Demi. You better be Superman Saturday, because if you don't walk out there with a cape on, we're going to take it off and wipe your ass.
All right, Jake, I'm sure we got some ads to read.
I do. Also, just that tweet I was talking about from Upshaw, Armin Hawkins quote tweeted it last week.
And he said it's personal.
He said it's up and it ain't coming down. # it's personal.
What's personal for him?
I didn't realize Arizona and Colorado had such a hardcore rivalry.
It's just these two guys.
Yeah, it's just these two, because Montana hasn't been saying anything.
No.
Montana's a hell of a player.
Montana's a great guy.
Hey, here's an idea. Cover Montana, find 11. Cover Montana, but everyone, please find 11.
Shout out to Olipop. The new kind of soda. It's delicious. It's good for you. Makes a great mixer as well. It's got 9 grams of prebiotics. Have you tried Olipop yet, Matt?
I haven't, but I'll try anything once.
You got to have the cream soda. It slaps.
The cream soda's
I love
the best
cream
one.
soda, bro.
This is healthy cream soda.
Well,
and
then
it tastes like cream soda.
I'm trying to get to like 280 sexy, so that sounds good.
We'll get you hooked up. Use the code DNVR20 and you can get 20% off your next Olipop order on drinkolipop.com. Olipop can also be found in over 22,000 stores across the country, including King Soopers, Safeway, Walmart, Target, Whole Foods, and Sprouts. And then shout out to MSU Denver. We have a handful of people here at DNVR who have gone back to school at MSU Denver and gotten their degrees, and you could be the next. Spring 2024 applications are open. You can do courses online, in person, or both. They got 90-plus majors, 10 graduate programs. You can even create your own major. Learn more at msudenver.edu.
You can create your own major?
That's what it says right here.
That sounds like an awesome idea. What major would you create?
Ooh, I would major in Colorado football history.
Hey, I like it. How about you?
I would major in personal
drug
beefs.
dealer. Got it. What?
In what?
Personal beefs.
Personal
Wow.
beefs. Wow. You would
That's-
major in beefs?
Sure.
You would be a beef major?
I mean, after this season, I know my way around.
Nice.
Have you
little
ever seen
controversy.
that? I think it was John Boyce who did the series about like the best beefs in sports.
Probably. That sounds like
It's
him.
So good.
God, I need to watch that.
His videos
so
are
good.
amazing.
There's nothing better than sports shit talking. Thank
Honestly,
God.
like some of this stuff that came out in YouTube in like the early 2010s, before everyone just watched
Golden Age.
Yeah, but like no one was just watching YouTube on their TV back then.
Yeah.
Now you can watch all this stuff. Like we should do like a bring back some of the greats.
That's what they need. They need to do like a YouTube replay and just like refresh like your best stuff from back then.
Because honestly, like YouTube's audience has gone up so much. You used to just think of it as like a place to watch videos. Now it's just like for a whole generation,
Everything.
it's their television.
This is
Yep.
true.
That's all I watch.
So
You just watch
Boyce
YouTube?
Yeah.
has some amazing stuff.
They calling me.
And Fubo. Shout out Fubo.
Wow, Fubo's that's that stuff right there. I
Yep.
canceled cable, got Fubo.
There you go.
That's really awesome.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna need
You
it
gotta watch
this
the Nuggets and
weekend.
Avs.
damn straight.
And the Buffs this
And
weekend.
the Nugs, man, they look good last night.
They did.
Damn.
I was there
actually-
last night.
They actually didn't look that good, but they still won. That's
Nicole
even
looked
better.
good.
I've like
Got 15
evolved
special,
to like Kale when he watches the Nuggets, he just laughs at the shit Jokic
Oh, yeah.
does. That's just me when I watch Jokic.
Every
Me
time
too.
I watch
I
it,
just
I'm like,
laugh.
did you see that shit?
It's crazy.
Speaking of laughing, did you see him in the press conference after the game?
yes.
The homegirl fell off
Another
the chair and
gem.
started dying.
Taylor, who fell off the chair, is amazing.
I know how she feels, bro. You know how many plastic chairs I've annihilated in my life? I don't know how many, but it's like more than 50.
I think she went for like the sitting on the wheelchair and then it just slides out.
That sucks.
But Jokic laughing after the game was incredible. I already, of course, have that clipped for a meme later on.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
Well, we're not stopping because the anonymous sources and the anonymous coaches are back at it.
I love anonymous people. No, I don't. I hate them.
Brandon Marcello of 247 Sports published this article today titled Sean Lewis's demotion at Colorado has industry insiders baffled. In quotes, it's laughable. That's the headline.
From an anonymous agent, right?
Anonymous agents, anonymous coaches.
Anonymous coach. So somebody on the staff is popping off.
So no, not CU staff. This is from a Pac-12 coach who faced Colorado this season, who talked to 247 Sports.
So somebody talked to a coach on another staff from our staff, and then they talked to an agent, and that agent talked to a reporter.
No.
So this is like the fifth person.
I mean, I don't know
This
how
is
it all
like
went
five
down.
people
but-
down the trail.
I'll tell you
So
what-
Kevin Bacon says some shit, and then like this is yeah. You know.
Whoever wrote this, I've never heard of them before, but whoever wrote this, just texted the Pac-12 coach that they know and said, "Hey,
What do you think about this?
what do you think about this?"
And he said, from an anonymous standpoint, I think it's laughable. And he was like,
Well, this is exactly what he said. He said, it's a crazy story. Can't believe it. Sean Lewis was the hire that made Dion the talk of college football. To demote him is a sign of chaos. But then again, coaching Shedeur Sanders is probably the hardest job in America.
what? What? The hardest job in America?
Have you?
he
How
said.
about
Having an elite quarterback makes everything easy. What are we talking about? What the fuck?
Have you tried coaching JT Shrout?
Sorry, everyone. Sorry,
Brendan
coach, for
Lewis.
saying the F word.
Yeah, this is a lot easier job than that.
God. All right, so first of all, anonymous people, you all suck.
Well-
Anybody that used the anonymous Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, you should shampoo my crotch. That's number one. Number two, okay? Number two, let's be real. Having Shedeur Sanders in the correct scheme as a professional quarterback. Did we not talk about this earlier when I was eating chicken fingers? Yes. Okay. I was eating chicken fingers, okay? And Jake walked up and said, hey, what are we talking about? And we started talking about Shedeur and a pro scheme. And we may not have the personnel to do it, but how do we know? Because we haven't done it. And I think that Coach Prime showed immense leadership making a hard decision. And if the sensitivity in the room, or another coach wants to be sensitive, or a media member wants to be sensitive about business, the business of football, they are not focused on winning. They're focused on relationships.
Well, and this one to me is just like, why is everyone up in Colorado's business? Because
we kick ass. They hate us because they ain't us. And that's the fact.
But to me, it's just like, so, I mean, it's goofy. The thing about it is, the reason is because it does clicks, right? So Facts. It's always going to draw eyeballs when you talk about Coach Prime. But
Facts.
Was there like an expose on Alex Grinch getting fired from USC?
No.
How about are we texting all of our sources to see what they think about it?
How about the video about Lane Kiffin that came out today?
Yeah.
Where's the outrage over that shit?
Exactly. So
what, the mental health thing?
Yes.
We pick and choose where we want to go with this because it drives clicks. And the truth is, if you get an anonymous opposing coach to talk on one of these things, they're always gonna say something spicy because there's no recourse for them.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So if I wanted to go and get an anonymous quote from someone on Colorado's staff about this, that, or the other, or Alex Grinch, or whatever it may be, like I could probably get a quote of someone saying, yeah, it's idiotic that they ever had Alex Grinch as their defensive coordinator in the first place. And
but don't use my name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they're digging for this stuff. I love everyone in the comments saying it's Dan Lanning. I personally don't think
it's not Dan Lanning.
It's the head coach.
Come on, I know everybody doesn't like Dan, but I know Dan personally. He's a friend of mine. It's not Dan Lanning.
Even if it is. It doesn't matter. It's probably not a head coach. It's like a quality control
guy. Is it a coach on Dan Lanning's staff?
It's probably some copy guy.
Yeah, it's probably very low level. And that's why it's even better to keep it anonymous because everyone can let their mind run and it could be any coach.
Yeah, it's Santa Claus.
But they have no idea what's going on. Jake and I, you and I have had a chance to be closer to this than I've really ever been to the inner workings of a program.
Oh, yeah, right. You guys know everything. You guys know stuff that you can't even talk about.
And I just know that these people have no idea what's going on. They have no idea what's going on. So getting their opinions on it are so irrelevant.
Yeah.
But in the end, it drives clicks. And you know what? I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I fucking clicked it too.
I read the whole thing.
I'll watch. I swear I'll watch.
I didn't quote tweet it, though.
Okay, so what about this whole, Shedeur trying to coach Shedeur Sanders would be hell?
Okay,
Bro, if I got to coach that offensive line and Shedeur on, pro scheme and play action and the elite skill players they have and the athlete at tight end and the backs and the fact that now we don't have to block 5 guys one-on-one because we're actually using max protection looks and play action looks and moving the pocket and bootlegging and sprinting and all this other shit that pro quarterbacks do. Of course, if you put Shedeur Sanders in a high school offense, he's probably going to struggle when they figure the high school offense out. And that's a fact. The spread system it's a 10-11 high school offense where you exploit every part of the field. Defenses in the Pac-12 figured it out. In the MAC, the offensive and the defensive linemen are the same. In the Power 5, the defensive players are NFL players, the majority of them. They're going to get into camp. They can play. You can't block them 5 one-on-one. We've got to have professional scheme. That's what I thought Pat Shurmur was going to do last week, but we didn't see it. Hopefully this week's a new week. Well, if we can't put in a new offense in a week, you shouldn't be coaching.
And let's just be really clear about this. Everyone's job is made harder or easier by the quality of the quarterback.
And he's one of the best.
And he's one of the best in the nation. So to insinuate that that's the hardest job in college football is straight up idiotic.
What was the quarterback's name last year?
Which one?
Yeah,
it was Lewis who's in Nevada,
Stroud,
and Stroud.
Okay. That's what I just said.
Well,
that's a hard job.
Owen wasn't terrible.
No,
he was a baby. He tried. He played pretty hard.
He did.
But the other two, that's hard.
Yes.
Playing with a quarterback that can't play, that shit is terrible.
Yes.
You can't do anything.
There's no play call. There's no
let's
scheme.
be real. If we had JT Stroud at quarterback, we wouldn't win a fucking game.
Yeah.
We
Period. We would be
barely
winless.
did last year.
The only reason we are relevant is because of 2, 12, and Prime. Period.
Well, and there's a lot of good players on this roster, but in the end, you win or lose with your quarterback. Your job, think of all the people that Peyton Manning got jobs. Because when you have a good quarterback, it makes everyone look better.
Austin Collie.
Now, is there...
It's a random one to
Austin
pick
Collie
out.
played for like 9 years, dog.
I'm thinking like
Jim
Adam
Caldwell,
Gase. Adam Gase, like all these guys.
You remember Adam Gase? Adam Gase went from like the best play caller in the world because Peyton's telling him what to do to the worst head coach I've ever seen.
I heard Peyton talking about this on the Manning cast the other day.
Josh McDaniels and Tom Brady. It's not rocket science.
And I've never heard him say it this bluntly, but he was essentially saying like, he hated when coaches were trying to tell him what to do, and he would be like, "I'm the one who installed this play." And I was like, "Oh, it's the first time I've heard him like admit that he was the offensive coordinator."
Yeah.
Oh man. So I was over at Landau Performance, and like Lauren and I are going to be doing some stuff together, which is pretty cool.
That is cool.
And Peyton was there, and like he's training with Lauren, and I walk up and I'm like, "Hello, what's up, bro?" And dap him up, and Peyton's like, "Peyton," and I'm like, "Yeah, no shit, bro. How you doing? Nice to meet you." And we just started talking football, and like Phil Lindsay's there, and we're all just talking shop, and I'm just sitting there like, "Okay, brain, start working overtime right now."
Yeah.
He starts talking, and I'm like, "Boop," and like data, like what is that, data from Star Trek? Like it just hit the side of my head, and I was like, "Boom!" And I started recording all of it, and he was just spitting fire, bro.
That's amazing.
God, man, it's like listening to like Jesus talk about walking on water.
We've got a few more quotes here, and then you have something else you want to talk about before we get you out of here.
Sure.
So, this is from
Do
an
you remember
agent.
what it was?
Yes, I do.
That's good because I don't.
An agent representing college coaches talked to 247 Sports as well. Said it's laughable on Deion's part and makes you question his competency as a head coach and ability to deal with adversity.
Okay. First of all, stop quoting agents. What are we doing here? And I don't have to get into this, but anonymously quoting an agent, like,
They're already scumbags, and now they're anonymously being scumbags.
And it's just like every agent
They have a slant.
has a dog in the fight.
It was
Yes.
at a funny angle.
So
But that's also ridiculous.
there are great agents out there, and all this, that, and the other. But
look, the ability for
Like
him to make a
someone-
decision, isn't that a good thing? How long have we been sitting around saying, like, not just this year, but like even Lincoln Riley firing the defensive coordinator? At least he's making a decision. Like, they're obviously shitty that he's making a decision.
That one
Coach
was
Prime made
late.
a decision that he thought would help his team, and it's a hard decision to make. He knew that it would backfire in the media and people would go this way, and he still did it.
and like
that's
questioning
fucking
him,
leadership.
questioning him as a leader and his competency as a coach when he went 2 straight seasons without losing a regular season game.
It's ridiculous.
At Jackson State. Like the quotes to me read like this person has no, like they thought Coach Prime just got this job. This is his first,
It's like
first
some
rodeo.
jealous shit.
Well, this part where they question his ability to deal with adversity after this man went through like 9-10 foot surgeries
Bro.
while coaching and returned to the field. Like, that is true adversity. Like, what are you talking
He
about?
could have had so many excuses to stop coaching, and he keeps doing it because he loves it. He wants to positively affect these kids, but he also wants to win. And I love that college football now isn't just like free school seeking. If you don't cut the rug, you got to go.
We're talking about an all-time great athlete and their ability to deal with adversity.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
going to question that?
Someone from Fort Myers, Florida, who ended up being a gold jacket.
Yeah, like we're talking about.
Maybe the best athlete ever, bro. Let's be
Yes.
real. If we're going to say Bo Jackson's the best athlete ever, then Coach Prime has to be in that conversation.
But
he did it harder and longer and better than Bo.
And you're going to talk about his ability to overcome adversity.
I think he
Do
wrote
some
the book on
research.
that.
Do some research.
A few more quotes. This one will probably get the chat fired up. This is another agent. They said, "You never see it because a real leader wouldn't throw someone under the bus like that for no reason. If
a real
anything,
leader.
if anything, he should have fired Charles Kelly. Not the only thing.
What?
Not
They've
the
been
only
way
thing on
better
offense that
defense,
worked.
bro. But
know
they've
what that
been
means,
way
bro.
better on defense over the last 2 weeks, especially.
Well-
Plus 4 turnovers at UCLA. That's not the reason they lost.
But this is-
and they balled last week against Oregon State.
But this is what I mean about no one understanding what's really going on.
More
If you
knows.
think that Coach Prime is just looking at numbers on a sheet and making decisions off of that, you're out of your damn mind.
Well,
there's so much more that goes into this about collaboration and, how certain feedback is, received and implemented and all this stuff. Like, in the end, everything comes down to relationships, right? Everything. In life, everything. It comes down to relationships.
These are facts.
And that's what this is about. It's not about, this, that, or the other thing. Obviously, performance and relationships all goes together. But in the end, it's so much more than, okay, they scored 50 points against this team or that team,
but then they only scored
six on this team. That's not what it's about.
It's not. And let me ask this question, and we're going to remove the coaches' names and the players' names, remove the love of Colorado. Is the offense performing at the level it should perform?
No.
Okay. As a leader and a business owner, I'm a business owner, you're a business owner, right?
Yes.
Facts. If something is not performing up to skew, do you have to make tough decisions at times?
Of course.
Okay.
Sucks.
Are those just tough decisions going to be questioned by the people that you have to make the decision about?
Of course.
Absolutely. Is that why everybody isn't built to lead? Facts.
Of course.
Okay, so people that aren't built to lead shouldn't be questioning leaders. And Coach Prime is a fucking leader of men. This is a hard decision.
Leader of everything.
Leader, facts. Leader of all people, okay? Peoples. If he makes a hard decision like this, it was a ton of thought was put into it.
Yep.
And he did it with the expectation that it would improve things. And I think it will. I think that having Pat Shurmur, as long as they're not whatever his fucking name is, you guys, having old incompletion coach over here, if he's not coaching that, I think we have a chance to do something. He's a pretty good offensive coordinator that's been around a lot of different stuff. So maybe him and Lewis can figure out a way to morph this together and help Shedeur be more successful with the personnel they have. That's the whole point of coaching, right?
Yes. And in leadership, and just like you said, you're going to have to make some hard decisions. Anyone who thinks that he made this decision in a vacuum off some emotion knows nothing about this guy.
Facts.
He is trying to do the best thing for his team because he wants to win. He wants to win now, and he's not going to sit around and be patient because of feelings. So I think it's unfortunate for Sean Lewis because I don't think I think in its different circumstances he could have had more success. And I don't mean that because of anything other than I think the offensive line wasn't up to snuff, and he should have had the counter punches to be able to help with that, and that's why he lost.
Thank you for saying
and that's
that.
why he had this demotion.
Yes.
But I also think Sean Lewis is a really smart offensive mind who has some really good stuff in his bag that we saw, and there's a world where the offensive line's a little better. He doesn't have to adjust, and he gets to run his offense the way he wants to, and things look great. So I understand, like, the dude left the head coaching job to come take this job because he thought it was a great opportunity, and it was. But it didn't work out, and he didn't have the right counterpunches to what happened, and that's why Coach Prime, who is a leader, had to step in and say, I got to do something because this is getting out of hand.
Now, I will say this. I keep hearing that he left Kent State as the head coach. Kent State was paying him $300,000 to be the head coach. Colorado paid him $750,000 to be the OC. Everyone's leaving.
Of course. Of course. But I'm just saying, he didn't expect this to happen.
Now, I mean, no one expects to go and like be
I mean.
demoted and fail. But at the same time, when I say fail, there's a negative connotation with that word. And I think it's the most important word in the English language. Because if you don't fail and get your ass up and go back and fight again, you're a failure. The only way you can fail is if you quit. And I would hope that even though you're demoted, you're not quitting. Like, I hope that it's not all sensitivity and feelings time up in Boulder right now. And, oh, my God, they said this and that. Who gives a shit? Lock the fucking gates and rally up and say, look, everything that's happening outside of here is not important. McChesney's voice, Ryan's voice, these anonymous agents, all these shows, the fucking pregame show, everything that we do, it don't mean shit. The only thing that's important is the men in this group and the coaches and us coming together and figuring out a way to win the next three. And now fuel's been thrown on the fire by 11, that Demi. And now you've got even more of an avenue to motivate everybody. And I know that I heard Coach Prime say this week. I think it was at the press conference. I'm not sure. But the fact that he has to motivate young men still to play. And I agree with him wholeheartedly. Like, it's one of the massive problems I deal with at 6-0. Mm-hmm. Like, you come in and I sit you down and we have a conversation about what's expected the same way that Coach Prime does, and you say you want to play in the league or you want to play in college football, and I have to motivate you?
Yeah.
Your presence alone should be motivation enough, son. I have to fucking motivate you, and your dream is the league?
What?
And your dream is college football dominance, and I need to motivate you? I need to say, whoa, son, not sick 'em. If I have to tell you to go get them, you're not supposed to be here. I should be telling you every day, calm the fuck down. The same way when I sat down in the chair today, what'd you say? Like, just be cool.
I didn't say that.
Just be cool. I mean, I've heard it like 10 times today. Just be cool. I'm trying to be cool, but I'd much rather have somebody be like, wow, that guy really gives a shit, other than, wow, why the fuck is this guy talking about this? He doesn't seem to care at all.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing is you can't like force people to want it. You can say you want something. You can say something is a dream. You can say this, that, or the other. But the people who really, really want it, it's obvious, and they don't have to be. They don't have to be pushed.
I can't see the chat. What are they saying?
They said Matt is so quiet today. What's going on?
See, they told me to calm down. I've been all calm.
You have not.
No?
Also, someone said I had a turd on my shoe. It's not. I did step in mud though on my way back
And your
from Illegal
whites
Pete's.
too.
I
And
know.
the whites.
It's only on the bottom though, which you can only
my
see.
dirty
on-
undies, dude. The whites.
Jesus. Shout out to our friends at Game Time. Another sold out game, the final sold out game of this season. If you want to get in the door, Game Time is where you got to go. I used Game Time last night for my Nuggets tickets. It's quick, fast, and easy. Great prices as well. We got CU basketball coming up. Wherever
How
you
about
may
the
be.
women, bro? Huh?
Crush
Good
it.
stuff, girls. Way to work.
Basketball, hockey, concerts, events, all that good stuff. Download the Game Time app today and enter in the promo code BUFFS, BUFFS, and you can get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code BUFFS, BUFFS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. And then shout out to our friends at Kind Love. Kind Love is amazing, fully integrated seed to sale. They breed their own genetics, control the grow process. Have you been to Kind Love before?
I need to go there bad today. I'm going
You
right
do
after
some
this.
immaculate vibes.
Yeah,
I'm immediately driving over there and saying, I don't want to feel feelings anymore today. Help.
They'll hit you up with that immaculate vibes.
There you go,
DNVR
immaculate vibes.
Pre-roll pack.
Vibes are up, homie.
Go get the joint pack or get a turbo core. You can get the inserts or the pre-rolls. They got their get it while it's hot flower shelf. 8's out the door for $20. Ounces out the door for $100. Check out their stores in Cherry Creek or North Denver. Mention DNVR. Receive the DNVR exclusive discount for 25% off all Kind Love flower pre-rolls and their turbo joint line. You can also visit the website at kindlove.com and use the code DNVR for online ordering and their full extensive menu.
Well, I'm so glad weed is legal.
That's pretty great,
I got
huh?
so much trouble when I was a kid for smoking. And at CU, like, Barnett was always like, are you smoking? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? No. And, but, like, I don't drink, and all I do is smoke. And I wish I could have just done that. Like, because when they took weed away from me, I had to, like, drink and hang out with my friends. It was not cool. Like, just let me smoke, and it, like, calms me down.
Go
And I
to
don't want
sleep.
to, I just eat pizza and go to sleep and wake up, kick ass, do it again. But no, they were like, drink whiskey. And I was like, fuck it.
Do you remember what else you wanted to talk about?
Well, you have to bring it up.
I will, but I
Bring
just
it
wanted
up.
to see you parking.
Okay, now look, Marv's Towing in Boulder, bro.
Public enemy number one.
You are the devil. Marv's Towing is the devil, son. I don't know how much money you got out of me when I was there, but it's a fucking lot. I'm talking like 5 G's easy.
Yeah.
They towed my car so many times. Lynn McChesney, thank you, love you, Mom. I don't know how many times I called her, yo, Ma,
They
I
took
need
my
like
car.
$600 for the fucking tow. Marv's got me again. And now Marv's is booting Bentleys.
Yeah.
And that ain't Dr. McCarty's car, homie.
Bentleys, Corvettes, all that stuff.
I mean, look,
If you see a Bentley
just
parked
don't,
in front
come
of
on.
the Champion Center, just assume.
Well, just look. I know everyone knows where the parking department is, right? It's like right next to the big parking lot and the
Yep.
parking structure. Okay, so this is how we solve this problem. Everyone just go park right in front of the parking place.
Just they can't get out.
Everyone on campus go fill up the whole street, park on the fucking the front porch, park on the grass, park where they park. Go find a boot, put it on their car, start fucking with them. Like, if you're a parking Nazi at Colorado, because that's what we used to call them. No, that's what we call them. And you know what? They deserve it. All right, they're walking around and looking like they're going to invade Poland, and I don't like it. Careful. Look, if you're going to go down this road still, they deserve to get called out like this. It's ridiculous. I mean, can we solve this problem rather than just charging college kids? I know they got NIL deals now, and you want some of the money.
So yeah, to me,
I can't say you can't say that.
I wouldn't.
You can't say that, huh?
Well,
I said it.
You did. I think there's a pretty easy solution. I think there's a pretty easy solution to this. There's a giant dirt lot at the bottom of the hill.
169.
Yes, lot 169, right there between the Champion Center and the lower practice field.
They'll ticket you there too.
What I'm saying is, let's build a parking structure there and just make that the football team's parking structure.
Why can't we just park there,
Actually,
bro?
that'll probably
walk up the thing.
Just.
Do you remember the old hill that was there?
They're going to need more spots, so make it football and all sports.
All sports.
Yeah, parking garage for them.
Bam. We don't even need a garage. Just park.
Well, I think you need a garage for as many athletes as we have. Maybe not. I don't know. How many athletes?
Well, do you really want to park a Bentley in a dirt lot?
No, but we can make some exceptions.
If we can spend $15 million on a video board, we can spend $1 million on a parking garage. Especially because
I don't even think it should cost that much.
Okay, well, as much money as they've collected over the years in parking fees, you can build a damn structure.
Yeah, and I just think there needs to be like
I think there needs to be a revolt, and everybody should not pay their fees.
I'm cool with that too.
Come get the money, son.
I just think that there needs to be like a do not touch these people's car list.
I think I want to go up there and park and just sit there and be like, "Hey, Marv, come get the truck." Say something, Marv.
Take it from my cold dead hands.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, dog. Like, just park.
Okay, let me just
stand there and wait for the parking guy to come, and then just eviscerate his ass.
Let me just say this. This is not unique to Colorado.
Oh no, parking. If I don't pay the meter out here, I'm going to get a ticket.
Well, I just mean not in terms of the university and their parking services and all of this. I actually reached out to a few of my friends who played at other colleges. One who plays at another college right now.
Yep.
Everyone has the same complaint. So this is not unique. Now, I didn't talk to Alabama or Georgia or anything like that. But Power 5 big-time schools, and everyone said, yeah, it's all the same. You know, the parking passes are expensive. Everyone just wants to park.
It's not more expensive than the tickets and the tow.
It's not, though. I would recommend as a temporary solution that the players just buy the parking pass.
Why a temporary solution? Why don't we can just solve this problem by
giving them
paying for parking?
Yeah, I think.
Can't you just pay for parking? Well, isn't there that little? Can't you park in the garage and just walk up and put your you put your like fucking license plate in, and then they don't fuck with you?
Well, and the thing is,
that is a thing, right?
Well, let me just tell you this.
Okay, well,
Matt, the parking services will make the athletic department pay them for the parking passes for the players. I would totally say, you know what? Every scholarship athlete on the football team should just get a parking pass.
Isn't Stefano leaving? Like, yeah, this is last year, right?
Then you will have to do that for every. If it comes from the program, you would have to do it for every single athlete on campus.
That's a good thing.
I agree. It's also expensive.
Yeah, but they don't. It's expensive. What, they have to print a pass and hand it to a kid?
No, I'm saying the parking services will charge the athletic department.
Well, full price. We just made $850 million. I mean, we're putting a $15 million board up. I'm sure we can afford a plastic parking pass.
I'm not saying we can't do it, but it is like $50 a month per person, at least. I'm just laying it out.
Well, the tickets cost like $80 a piece.
I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just trying to lay out the situation. You can't just do it for a couple football players.
Oh, no, you have to do it for everyone.
You have to do it for everyone.
Everyone.
Here's my other idea, which we haven't done any work on, so I'm just going to say it.
Parking for this long.
We need the DNVR NIL parking program. You guys come on our show, we'll pay for your parking.
Let them know. Let them know.
Is that not
That's actually a pretty good deal.
That's a great deal.
So are you going to cover my fucking parking out here today, or what? I need $2.
Yeah, I got you.
Cool.
I'll even throw on a tip.
Ah, shit, $250.
So there we go. DNVR NIL parking program. Let's get it started.
Or something. $250.
That's
We'll
what
buy
you
the
want?
parking passes.
It's like a gallon.
You guys come on the show once a month.
I dig this. I think it's a good idea.
I think it's great.
Shit. What's the worst could happen, right?
All right.
Marv is, I'm telling you, whoever Marv is, bro, you got a fucking racket. And I wish that I worked, wish I owned Marv. I wish it was called McChesney's Tow Service because I'd be swimming in Bentley money. You want your Bentley back? I need $1,200.
Getting towed sucks.
It's terrible. Getting your car out of the tow is worse than anything on earth. So you have to deal with some guy whose ass crack is hanging out, who's carrying like a 38 special. 2 of them, gold-plated. Yeah.
There's your parking talk for the month.
$150.
Fucking Marv.
Yeah, so that's $70,000
Well, somebody's doing math
a
on the
year
show.
just for the football team.
Sweet.
Dangerous business.
This whole parking thing is getting out of hand.
All right. It's 2:45, Matt.
Let's answer some questions so I can go get my kids.
Are you going to stay?
Yeah, answer some questions so I can go get my kids.
All right. Shout out to our friends at Backus and Shanker. If you get hurt, give them a call. You can call for a consultation today for free. Matt's showing you the number right there, 222-2222. They help with all kinds of injury cases where you weren't at fault. Car accidents, motorcycle, rideshare, pedestrians, trucks, even if you're injured at work. If you need to sue, smash the two. Backus and Shanker won over $1 billion for their clients.
I needed to call them after the golf cart. Idiot.
And then guess who, Matt?
Shady Rays?
Shady Rays,
Get 'em.
baby. Let's go. Take on the sun with gear built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered for the bright weather ahead. Right now, DNVR listeners can cash in on their best deal of the season. Go to shadyrays.com, use that code DNVR, and you can get 50% off 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses. It's getting colder outside, but I mean, sunglasses are a must-wear for me all year round. Look at Matt McChesney here. Wears them on the show every single time.
Well, yeah,
so.
I'm ugly and cross-eyed, so that's why.
If you want to be cool like Matt, go get some Shady Rays.
I have
Or if
CTE
you,
issues. My head hurts when these goddamn strobe lights are in my face. Really, I don't know how you guys don't wear sunglasses.
or if you just want to piss off
I'm
Jay
built
Norvell and the Rams fans, get some Shady Rays. Try for yourself. The Shades rated
this
5
is
stars
true.
by over 250,000 people.
Not Jay Norvell, of course.
Not Jay Norvell.
Hater.
He did wear a
Dude, you're
hat to his press earlier today.
The tweet that you quote tweeted yesterday had me die.
What I miss?
I'll send it to you. Oh my God, question.
It was a picture of the veterinarian at the zoo with the full sleeve plastic fucking arm thing on their hand and their hand all the way up the ass of an elephant. And I just quoted it. This one definitely went to CSU. You fucking veterinarians.
Oh my god.
Oh, God damn it. She's just sitting there like, I feel shit. Is that shit? Shit.
That sure is.
Oh, I can't read this question. There's tears in my eyes.
Okay, I'll read it. Bring it up for me. What do we got? All
The
right,
elephant's like, ooh.
for my guy S2. Big first year hardcore Buffs fan here. My
First
guy
year.
RK, I'm taking S3 to his first Buffs game this Saturday.
Let's go.
I need all the tips you can give from arrival time to best parking to best concession stands. Go Buffs. Okay. First of all,
He's good.
First,
This is the best question for RK.
First and foremost, Benson Field. We will be there. Same place as last time.
my God.
We are having a tailgate. It's free. Yes, Coach Hart, completely free. Alcohol free. Beer free. Illegal Pete's free. All we ask is that if you're feeling generous, you donate to the 5430 Foundation.
Boom.
So, we will see you guys there.
I'm alive. I'm
8
good.
8 a.m. on Saturday. We're getting started. Cannot wait to see everyone. Last tailgate was lit. It's going to be lit again.
Oh, man.
And this is his son's first game.
This is his son's first game. By
Bro.
the way, his son, one of the best hoopers for his age in Colorado.
There you
So,
go.
future buff, hopefully.
Come down to where they run Ralphie and stand there with your son and make sure he sees that.
That's a great.
Make sure he watches Ralphie run for the first time. I don't care if he's 20 or 2. Make sure he watches that because and then just watch his face.
And then-
because I remember the first time I took my boys and they watched together. Nick had seen it, but the first time they watched together, bro, It was like the first time they walked into the mall and saw Santa Claus.
That's
It was
awesome.
like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah, it's just pretty cool, huh?
As for parking, I don't know the answer to this. I really don't know where the average person.
This is the anonymous agent.
I don't know where the person who doesn't have a parking pass should park. I've been telling people to park at Safeway. It's a little bit of a walk up the hill, but it is cheap, and it's not that far away.
You just drive to a place where there's people standing there that say you can't park and tell them you can.
I've
That's
never
what
tried
every
that.
time I do that, they're just like, no, you can't. I'm like, yes, I can. And they're like, no, you can't. And then if you say it enough, they believe you and you just drive off. If you don't say you can't, they'll let you because then there's people like piling up behind you who actually can. And I can't turn around, so I got to go.
Fair
it
enough.
works every time.
Yep.
I don't know if it just works for me,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
but it has worked every time.
I believe that.
But then I go pay for parking and I don't get a ticket. And Marv can get fucked.
A super chat from Ray. Thank you for the super chat. On God, Matt, talk your ish.
100 on God.
Oh, sorry, 100 on God. Talk your ish. We need you on staff.
I agree.
All right, what's next?
Surfer Boy.
Matt, RK, and Jake, how do the folks in Denver really feel about Shurmur? Terrible.
Bro,
Yeah, he's terrible. He's
not-
an awful offensive
Probably
coordinator.
hated the most here than anywhere else, maybe outside of New
He
York.
was an awful offense coordinator. Still to be seen.
But let's be fair. What quarterbacks has he had in the NFL?
And that's what I was just going to say.
He was Detroit's coach.
No, he was
No,
Was
New
he?
York.
Giants.
Giant. Oh, even worse.
He did have Eli. Eli's the best
at the-
quarterback he had. And it was late
Was it
stage
like
Eli.
busted Eli?
Yeah. So he didn't have a lot to work with there. And obviously he's coming into a tough
Who did
situation
he have in Denver?
with 4 games left. He had Drew
Drew
Lock
Lock.
and Teddy Bridgewater.
Old head ducker.
So
Stay healthy, Teddy.
people in Denver, especially just Broncos first fans, really don't like Pat Shurmur.
No.
I'm hoping that he has a resurgence over the last 3 games and wins some people back over.
Hopefully.
Look, he's a better offensive coordinator than anybody in the chat.
Well, yeah.
I'm just saying to everybody who thinks he
mean,
sucks.
for sure.
And anyone on this set.
True.
I mean, I have won 8 Madden Super Bowls.
He didn't
I
bench
haven't won
Eli.
any.
That was
really? 8 of them?
McAdoo.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Ben McAdoo's the one that benched Eli.
Ben McAdoo's hair was. Did you remember Ben?
Oh, yeah.
Like there's first year Ben McAdoo, and then there was like second year Ben McAdoo with like the mustache and the hair. I don't know what Ben McAdoo was on, but that's like Ben McAdoo was on some shit.
All right, what else we got?
406 goalie wants to know, Matt, about Coach Brew retweeting the Lock the Gate speech.
Yeah, so that was Cal last year, the only game we won. I decided to repost it last night, tagged a bunch of people. Coach Brewster, responded.
Yep.
I talked to Brew the other day about the whole fight song thing, and hopefully he can get in front of the right people and make it happen because I think it's important, and I'm going to keep talking about it. I don't give a shit who doesn't like it. I don't like the fact that we're not singing it correctly. And I think there's a lot of pride and tradition that needs to come back in that regard. And it's just one small step to just bringing everybody together. That's what it's about. It's an opportunity to bring everybody together. It's not necessarily, I could give a shit about the lyrics. It's the community I'm trying to bring together in the locker room. So Brewster's a real one, bro. And I really hope that he has a future there, because I think there is going to be turnover.
Yeah.
Everyone knows this, but every single football team, you anticipate like 35 to 40% turnover in the coaching staff and on the roster. And now in college football with the transfer portal, it was always like that with coaches. The transfer portal now is allowing it with players. And that's not a bad thing. Guys move on to different jobs and guys don't. So we'll see what happens down the road. But Brewster's a real one, bro. He's one motivated dude and he's high energy and I dig that shit. Even if it's fake. Like, I don't care. If you have to fake enthusiasm one day, then damn it, fake it well. To fake that shit like Tom Cruise, okay? And by the way, no one has better running form than that son of a bitch. He should be teaching combine. I just watched the new Tom Cruise movie. He ran like the whole fucking time, straight pumping, thumbs up, till the hip. Lauren Landau would be like, God damn, look at that guy run.
Teach tape.
Teach tape, son. Tom Cruise teach tape.
Eric
All right, now I actually have to go.
wants to know if any recruits are coming to Folsom this weekend. Yeah, Cam Michael's coming back. Michael Welsh is coming back.
What you say that Michael with a lot of confidence? Do you have that one confirmed?
Yes.
All right. I believe you.
Yes.
I believe you.
I know Ochoa, Lincoln,
Yeah.
and Nick are all going back.
Choa got like season tickets this year.
But Joe's at every game.
Yeah.
So offer him.
Keep them coming.
There'll be more. I'll write up a thing tomorrow night or before tomorrow
He's
night.
going to write a thing.
We already talked about Matt and Coach
I
Brew.
do. I have to write.
Writing stuff and things.
Thank you for the super chat, though, from
Yep.
Erica.
Yep.
It's in the job description.
Dylan says, can Matt talk about the golf cart incident? He's got to go.
No, I'm not talking about that shit. But I'll talk about it next week. Tune in next week. We'll talk about it next week.
There you go.
And remember, I'm on the Believe Network now. We do a podcast every day. RK was on it last week. It was a really good show. Right after we get off here, make sure you go over to 0 to 60 on YouTube and subscribe and listen to today's afternoon. It's all about the Buffs. Next Thursday we can talk about the golf cart thing. I got nothing to hide.
All right.
That was only the worst day
It's
of
just
my
a
life.
long-
Thanks for bringing it up.
It's just a long story. And I know
It's a
you're-
long, awful story, and it was the worst day of my life, and I'm so glad you brought that up today, bro. Thanks. You have a great day.
Don't.
My guy, Big
They
Teasy.
just don't know what you were talking about.
That's okay. It came from the left.
Showing love and support to my
Shit.
Buffs fams. Go Buffs from the guy, Big T.
My guy. Thank you, bro.
And they're going to beat the shit out of Arizona this week.
Let's go.
I hope so.
11.
Buckle up.
I'll be on the field beforehand. If I see you, I'm definitely going to say some shit. So, I
Last
got to
one
go.
here from S. Williams as Matt mic drops and walks off stage.
Sorry, I got kids.
How do I take him down to see Ralphie run? Is it for the general public? Just make sure you're in the stadium and then just make your way down to the front row.
Yeah, like right where the team walks out, where they do the smoke, just walk them down, and they won't make you move. That's where all the kids and parents go. If I'm on the sideline with my son, reach out, just yell McChesney, and I'll get you somewhere up front and watch Ralphie run, man. It's badass.
There you go. All right.
All right, goodball.
That's
I love
all we
you
got.
both. Go
Let's go
Buffs.
Buffs.
Let's go Buffs.
We all silly like the mayor.